Welcome to Three Views, the podcast where three brothers, Thane,
Garrett,
and Gaucho.
That's us.
review a variety of products, feelings, experiences, and senses. Two of us know what we're reviewing. One doesn't, but has to play along and give his honest review. Then guess what we've been reviewing at the end of the episode.
Who will it be?
Who's it gonna be?
The craziest thing is it could be any of us.
We have no
The
idea.
craziest thing
Might
is
even
that it's
be
Garrett
Gaucho.
again.
It's always Garrett.
It's always Garrett. They figured out the pattern.
That's
and
the
it's
trick.
It's Garrett. Every single week. I've got an addition to our Robert segment. Our cousin Neil Myers sent me a DM. He hit up the DMs and said, "Dude, I was absolutely dying listening to you guys talk about the military. So crazy how accurate everything you said was. Dave taught you well. Thank you for your severance."
I can't believe we killed Neil.
Yeah,
That's
that was
so
kind
sad.
of a strong choice.
I mean, I'm all for laughing hard, but he died. That's
What's the Robert section again? I forgot. I know that's probably a dumb name we came up with.
yeah. Thane's like, I don't know what to call this section, and I was like, I want to call it Robert.
Ah, yes.
That's not exactly how it went. I said, "I've got a new segment," and Garrett said, "It's called Robert."
So there were
I
some
didn't get
leaps
it.
that were made inside my head, but
Yeah,
More or
you
less.
just assumed
everyone knew
that I
exactly
wouldn't
what I
know.
was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I picked up on it real quick. Robert is just the segment where we read the positive things that people have said about our podcast to us.
Are we ever going to read the negative things that people say? Because they're piling up.
That segment's going to be called Karen.
Robert and Karen, and we'll read Karen at the end of the episode, and depending on how much we cry, we may or may not leave it in.
Oh man, they're never gonna know how hard we cry because we're gonna. It's not gonna be in there because we're gonna cry so hard.
I cry at even we had to take a break right there because I cried just thinking about people saying mean things to me.
Welcome back from our second cry break. Let's get into some highlights of this week's product.
Absolutely.
I'll go first. Highlights they were a cultural phenomena and
Phenomena.
really easily recognizable, and everyone that was around during that era and their day in the sun remembers them, and it was just a fun thing we were all doing. And I think that's neat that we do that as humans, that we just get excited about some dumb shit sometimes, and then it's just like, hey, that was whack, but it was fun, and I like that.
From what I remember, the 90s was kind of just one thing after another of that, of humans getting really into something, and then it kind of phasing out. I was only alive for the second half of the 90s, so I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I think about the 90s.
I feel like that was most of childhood.
Did they have electricity in the 90s?
I did.
They did it in 1996. They invented electricity at the Summer Olympics of 1996.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
Because they came up with the idea, the inflatable wacky tube arm guy,
Yeah.
and then they were like, we need some way, because the hand propelled fans were just not
Well, no,
practical.
originally they were like having 20 guys constantly blowing into this flailing arm guy is not working for us. We need something else. So then they came up with the hand crank and they were like, this still takes 16 men. We got to get this down. And then I think Thomas Edison or Nikola Tesla or something came in and yeah, got it going.
Edison came up with the idea of hamster wheels and had a bunch of like a series of hamster wheels, and then Nikola Tesla was like, what about this electricity stuff? And then Einstein was like, he said even louder, he's like, I came up with
I had that idea first.
that. Nikola Tesla invented electricity. Edison monetized electricity, and Einstein weaponized electricity.
And Garrett uses electricity to play Minecraft.
And Garrett
The five
streams
greats.
Minecraft in his bedroom. The 5 greats.
I think Garrett, you really hit the nail on the head with the highlights. They were just so, they just made life so much better, because I think when these were relevant, I was like 2 years old to like 5 years old, and that was a really good time in my life. And I remember just how much these really had an impact on me, and how they just kept me going, kept me smiling and living life and being happy.
Even as a wee lad, you were like, this is some cool shit.
Yeah, I said it exactly like that. I was like, you handed them to me. You're like, hey, little brother, and you handed them to me, and I was like, hey, this is some cool shit.
I also had really sick sideburns in that memory.
Yeah, you did. I recall. I think I don't really have any negative highlights. I would just highlight that yeah, and also just the ability to play around with them and to enjoy them, and the mobility. You could stick several in your pockets and take them with you wherever you went. Throw them at the back of your mom's head while she's driving you around. So yeah,
Bing.
there's good and bad. Yeah, but no, there's no bad actually. No, all good.
All good, yeah. I think that the nostalgia for me, I mean, obviously there was that period of time where they were kind of everybody's craze, but like every once in a while I'll just kind of like think about them, and it's like a sense memory, you know, the memory of smelling Play-Doh and also tasting it, or like the scent memory of coming home when mom was baking bread. This is kind of in that same category
Oh,
where it's like but it's kind of more of a visual thing for me. But it's like I'll like remember them, or I'll see something about them and just be like, oh, Oregon was a cool place to live, and this was kind of at the same time there.
true, real.
Hell yeah.
Any other highlights, boys?
No.
I just want to highlight one more time. Freaking launching these at the back of mom's head. Hell yeah. Come on, take me back. I have a question
Take
for
me
you
back.
two. I have a question for you two, all right?
Okay.
All right.
I got an answer for you, buddy.
I think I have pretty consistently done 2-part questions, but that's what this is. Do you see these coming back into cultural relevance? And if they do, are you getting down?
I'll answer that right quick. No and no. I think we had our fun, and I couldn't see them coming back and not being like we already did that, and like I don't know, buying something just for nostalgia is like I don't know, the nostalgia just exists remembering them. Like you don't need to. They don't do much. Like they're just there.
Very true.
Yeah, I think that I feel like they probably won't come back into relevance, into being relevant. Though if they did, I'd drop a stack on them. I'd buy them
Wow.
just
Oh,
for
Wow.
shits and
stack,
giggles. Not a stack, not like $1,000, but I'd buy one.
That would be a lot.
I
could-
think, huh?
Oh, you gotta answer your question, huh?
Yeah. I can only see them coming back into relevance, cultural relevance, under one circumstance, and that is The Book of Eli. Excellent movie, Denzel Washington. Yes, please. But in that kind of a setting, I could see him. I could see him coming back because, yeah, why not? And I would not. I'd not be into that because I'd be busy doing other things.
Like,
I'd probably be eating people. I'd probably be. That's in that movie. That's probably what I'd be doing.
yeah, you gotta eat. What else are you gonna do?
Not
There's only so many hairless cats that you can sustain off of. Subside? Sustain?
Sustain yourself. I don't know.
I usually have a pretty good vocabulary, but while actively recording myself, all of that goes out the window.
Yeah, I can't say words proper. I can't vocabularize right.
Oh, is that a word?
I said it.
Oh shit!
I have a question for the two of you.
Shoot.
How many do
Oh,
you think you
shoot.
could fit into your mouth and still like close? Like
23.
23?
Yeah.
You answered that pretty quick. Have you?
Is that your record?
Can I chew a little bit?
Yeah, you can chew a little bit.
Okay, 27.
Just a little bit. You have like 3 seconds total of as fast and hard as chewing as you want.
Ooh, okay. 26.
26. I think I could do maybe 21.
Bullshit.
I got a big mouth.
Yeah, you do.
Watch how
You
wide
guys
I
are-
can open my mouth. It's a pretty good
Wow.
visual bit.
Yeah. Speaking of visual bits, watch this backflip I can do.
Whoa!
Oh shit! Oh, he's crumpled on the ground. Oh, he's clutching his shoulder. Thane!
Thane, get up!
Oh shit! I'm gonna call his wife. Oh no!
Oh no!
He's not moving.
You guys, I think, are a bit more adventurous than I am, and I feel like every time I try to do one of those like mouth fitting games, my mouth.
The classic mouth fitting games.
No, like Chubby Bunny or whatever. I always feel like my mouth is smaller than I anticipate, so I think 15 for me, honestly, and that's kind of stretching it.
Not very ambitious.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's realistic.
You get 3 seconds of chewing as hard and as fast as you can.
Yeah. Did you think about chewing really hard and fast for 3 seconds?
I am thinking about it now.
Well,
Are you swallowing them?
No, they have to all be in your mouth. Well, then they're gone.
Then they're
Well,
not
why
in
would-
your mouth.
They're not food.
Yeah, obviously not.
How many of these could you swallow before you have to go to the hospital?
I think one.
How many could you get into your body?
By any means necessary.
Nose, ears,
We're talking.
The
dozens
list
at
goes
that
on.
point.
other orifices.
You got your secret lower body hole. In the swimsuit area.
Dang, do you have a
Hey.
question for us too?
What was your guys' favorite accessories for these?
Does the back of mom's head count as an accessory?
More of a target.
Sometimes they got stuck in her hair. It's like
I
a
can't-
place to keep them.
I can't tell if that's a bit. Did you actually used to throw these at mom's head as a
No,
kid?
never. It's a
Okay, so what's your action? So no, the back of mom's head does not count as an accessory.
Aww.
Just kind of having a handful is an accessory. Like you're just on the playground and you're just like, check it out.
Yeah, I think pocket would count as an accessory because it's like a wallet for them. And when you reach your hand in your pocket and pull them out, oh yeah, man, let's go.
Now the party can start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I don't know that I ever owned one, but I feel like my friends had the little like tracks that you could send them down.
Mm-hmm. Those are always fun.
Kind of always wanted one, but never got one.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta the way to get them if you couldn't, like, your parents wouldn't buy them for you, is to just beat up other kids and take them was one option. I never did that option. You could, like, make bets and gamble your way into starting a collection.
Yeah, I traded a kid this little piece of wood that I used a drill on and drilled some holes in, and then it was kind of like an instrument, but it didn't work as an instrument. It just was like blowing air through a piece of wood, and I traded him for a bunch because he thought it was neat.
What a loser! He's a chump.
Yeah,
Sounds like a dumbass kid.
yeah, he was. Yeah, come on, he was a kid. Get real.
Kids are all dumb.
So true.
And adults are all smart. Hell yeah.
Adults all. Hey, kids listening to this. First of all, why? Second,
Send
You're
us your
dumb.
parents' credit card number to our Instagram
The three little-
Instagram DMs.
There's gonna be 4 numbers with a little line through the middle, separates them, and there's gonna be 3 numbers on the back. And now, a word from our sponsor. Today's episode is brought to you by rubber door stops. A rubber door stop is an object or device used to hold a door open or closed, or to prevent a door from opening too widely. They're perfect. And that's
They're
the
perfect.
whole ad read that they sent me. Oh wait, if I scroll down on the email, there's bullet points. Okay, they're great for parties, be it a birthday or a corporate event. Great for when you're bringing groceries in from the car. Great for keeping the door open on a beautiful spring day. They even taste really good. Eat them. Take a bite. Hell, take 2 bites. And that is officially the end of the ad read that they emailed me.
Try to get 27 in your mouth and chew for 3 seconds.
Oh, I'd be impressed.
Even 15.
Probably max. I could get 2 door stoppers in my mouth.
I think I would
That's
throw
it.
up before I could even get one in.
Well, they're rubber, so you can, like, fold them in half, and oh yeah, they probably don't taste good.
Melt them
They
down.
said they
Hey,
taste good.
If you melt them down and pour them melted into your mouth, you could probably fit 4.
Fit into the back of an ambulance.
Okay, but rubber door stops did say they even taste really good, and I have never tried one.
That
And if rubber door stops is telling me that rubber door stops taste really good, then I'm just gonna say I'm gonna grab one the next time I get a chance.
I feel like
Yeah.
this is breaking news. Like, there's been a hidden feature of these inanimate things that are just laying around that everyone's like, oh, that's not food. That's not. I don't know why I said inanimate, as opposed to living things moving around that you are supposed to just pick up and eat. Like, as opposed to animate door stops that always catcall you and comment on your backside as you walk through. You don't want to eat those ones. They're sour.
Yeah. Those have gone bad. That's really cool. Do they? How now? I'm curious about how the taste works. Do they taste good fresh out of the box, or do you put them on the ground and let them kind
Marinate.
of ferment,
Marinate in ground sauce.
marinate in the ground sauce, and then that's when you're supposed to taste them?
I assume probably you got to take them and let them live a little, let them breathe a bit.
Use them on some metal doors. Use them on some wooden doors.
I'll tell you what though, I will get back to you on that because over the next week I'll be collecting as many as I can and eating a bunch of them. I'll tell you where I picked them up, whether it's a bathroom floor, whether it's any other floor that these might be around. Yeah, I'll pick them up. I'll let you know.
Keep track of how many seconds of fast and hard chewing you need to fit multiple in your mouth.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted on all of that.
I'm really curious about that.
Listeners, you can have 1 free Patreon episode if you lick a doorstop and send us a picture.
The special episode we already planning on recording it this week is just going to be an ASMR episode, and it's just going to be the three of us eating as many doorstops as we can get our hands on. And I think we timed it out, and I think we, as long as they're not too difficult to eat, it should go on for 3-4 hours.
That's some solid content right there. And if you lick a doorstop and send us a picture, you can get it for free. That's our promo code.
If you can lick a doorstop and send us a picture. Wait, what is it?
If you can lick a doorstop and send us a picture, you get an episode for free. I think not all that. No, you don't have to type that in.
I think it was lick doorstop, send pic, get ep free.
No spaces.
No
there's one space.
There's 3 exclamation points at the end, and then there's 3 other exclamation points kind of scattered throughout.
And you have to guess where.
Just try the different combos.
Best of luck.
There can't be that many combos, and that many characters. There's like 15 different spots that all 3 of those could be in.
Yeah, because if one is taking up a spot, you can't have another one there. That's how exclamation marks work. Did you know that? Did you guys know that about exclamation marks?
I've been stacking my exclamation points on top of each other this whole time.
Is that what you've been doing? I've always been so confused.
Yeah, well, because does it just look like one when I write it or send it, like type it?
No, you kind of
just extra bold.
You need 3D glasses to read it.
I put my exclamation marks in red and blue staggered so that they pop out a little bit, giving you that extra oomph. But door stoppers keep them from popping out at you. Doors, not exclamation marks. Exclamation marks will still pop out at you.
Did you know you can use a rubber doorstop on a sliding glass door?
How?
Did you know that you can use a rubber doorstop on any door?
Yeah, you just kind of put it in the track. It won't work, but you can do it.
Did you know that if you pick up a rubber doorstop while you're at school and your mom picks you up from school and is driving you home from school, you can take that rubber doorstop out of your pocket and throw it at the back of your mom's head? Kids, do this.
Kids, this is a good idea. Send a picture of you throwing a rubber doorstop. It doesn't even have to be your mom. It's just anyone who's driving a car that you're in. Throw it at the back of their head while they're driving.
Yeah, and then take your seatbelt off, stand up, reach around the back of their seat, put your hands over their eyes, and go, la, 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 la.
Jump out the window.
Why not?
What are they going to do? Door stop you? No. You've got the door stopper.
I think a rubber doorstop could also be used to break into a car.
You'd have to throw it really hard.
No, like to wedge the door open.
Yeah.
I don't do much breaking into cars, but I have a hard time picturing that.
I do. So what you do is you take a flathead screwdriver, put it in the top of the door, and pry it out, and then you just slip the rubber door stopper in there, and then you just need some long hook that you could stick in and activate the lock.
Yeah, the wedge.
The wedge.
The
wedge design of the rubber doorstop would prop that son of a gun open pretty well. And then, like Garrett said, you just need a long wire to get in and either open the door, unlock the door, whatever you got to do. But yeah, that would actually, guys, if you send us a picture of you breaking into somebody's car. No, just kidding. Well, thank you, rubber doorstops.
For legal reasons, this is a joke. Ha ha ha.
And we clarified specifically on this one, the stuff about kids antagonizing their parents while they're driving and licking things that are on the ground in public. That's all kosher.
Yeah, please do.
Do that. Don't break into cars.
Don't break into cars unless you lock
Not if you're a kid.
Cars in your your keys in your own car once a week at work, so you get really good at breaking into your own car.
Tell me, is that you?
No, I'm still bad at it.
You have to break into your work vehicle every week and you're still bad at it?
Not
Not
my
the
work
work
vehicle.
vehicle.
That one's got a fob. You can't lock
Good
a
to
fob
know.
in a car.
Yeah, you can.
Watch me.
Well, thank you, Rubber Door Stops. I wish you guys would have paid us a little bit more, but thanks anyways. And
How much are they paying us?
so they're paying me $20 to convince everyone else to try eating them. So then they have to buy more because they ate all of theirs. And then they're paying each of you $14.
That's good. That's a good split.
Yeah,
Each of you, as in Thanny Boy and Garrett?
Every
Yes.
single
Or
listener.
and
each
and
of the
every one of our
listeners?
listeners, yeah, gets $14 from Rubber Door Stops.
You
But
do have to sign up
it's
for
in
emails, though.
no, it's in coupons that you can only use to buy Rubber Door Stops.
Okay, these are some good deals we got going on here. And if you didn't hear them, we're done talking about them, so go back and listen to them or whatever.
Let's get into our ratings. Here at 3Views, we use a 15-point scale. We can each award up to 5 points. The way that points are tallied up is 0 through 5 is a trash product, 6 through 10 is a silver star product, and 11 through 15 is a gold rated product. The points are awarded for ease of use, accessibility, aesthetics, ethics and morals, and yes or no. I'll go ahead and go first.
Nope.
No.
What?
What?
Did you say no?
No.
I think he did.
I think you're goofing.
No.
Okay, ease of use, I will say it gets a point for that. They're very straightforward and easy to use. Accessibility, not so much anymore. I'll say that one doesn't get a point. Well, actually, I'm gonna go. I haven't looked into it, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that they're probably still accessible. You could probably find them. So that one does get a point.
Do some digging.
Aesthetics. Oh, yes. I wish I could give it 2 points for that. They're cool looking. They got all the colors and the different unique designs and styles. Very cool aesthetics. Ethics and morals. Neutral, so I'll give it a point. There's nothing unethical about them that I'm aware of. And yes or no, that's a yes. It's going to be 5 points from me.
Wow.
Right on. Can I go next?
Yeah, go
Fang?
for it.
No.
Can I, Garrett?
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Of course you can.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, I'll give it a point. I'm gonna go 4 points total. 1 for ease of use. They're pretty straightforward. You just kind of, push them and they go. Accessibility, they've been discontinued, but there's probably some collectors out there. If you looked into it, you could probably find them. So unfortunately, I won't give it a point for that because you'd have to go looking for them pretty intently. Aesthetics, yes, I will give them a point for aesthetics because, like Garrett said, I'll echo that point. They look really cool. They got their little designs and the little characters and stuff. Ethics and morals, yeah, I'll give it a point for that. I think that they were really fun and cool, and when they were done, they were done. They figured it out, and they were like, "That's all." Yes or no? Yeah, 4 points.
That brings our total to 9.
Yeah, looking pretty good.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. I'm not giving these a point for ease of use because I don't remember how to use them, or I also don't think I ever did know how to use them. And as a thing for kids, which I believe is what they are for, they should be more understandable and straightforward. Accessibility. I'm gonna give them a point because you could probably make these yourself, as well as find them probably pretty easily. Um, Aesthetics, dude, fuck yes, sick as shit. I take one look at these bad boys and I get going. I'm talking woohoo! They're rad as hell. So absolutely. Um, Ethics and morals. Again, so easy to be corrupted. You can just fucking huck these at the back of your mom's head, and that's just too easy. So I'm not going with the point on that. Yes or no? Yes, but mainly just because they look so damn cool. So yeah, I what was that? 3 points? 1, 2, yeah, 3 points. So that brings us to
Nice.
12 points.
12 points puts us in the silver star rating.
No, that puts us in the
Nope.
gold rated product.
That puts us above
Tier.
the silver star rating and into the gold rated product.
That's what you meant. Phyllis, I would never throw these at your head. Mom, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, Mom, I wouldn't either. I'm just trying to be funny.
I might
Oh.
if the comedic timing was good.
I think that's your comedic style. Is that we would joke about it and you would do it.
Slapstick at other people's offense or other people's expense. Yeah,
Slapstick
that
at other
vocab.
people's offense. There go the vocab.
Cool. Gold rated product. I like it.
Way to go, us. Give him a little round of applause. Golf clap.
Hey, I think.
Ouch.
Fuck you. No, I'm just playing.
No. Now we'll go to revealing our guesser and doing the guess. Quick reminder that after we reveal the person who doesn't know does get a chance to amend their rating. So this week, it was me, Thane, that didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of us, boys.
For what?
We finally revealed the guesser without doing the bit, without being like, "Who was it? Was it me?"
I wasn't sure if we were going to do that bit or not, and we didn't discuss it beforehand. So I'm proud of us as well. I'm gonna guess. Is it the Mighty Beans?
No, that's so good though.
No, I was wondering if that's what you're thinking. Mighty Beans were sick as hell, dude.
Mighty Beans were awesome.
Damn it!
It
love
was
the Mighty Beans.
It was Pogs.
It was Pogs.
Pogs? What the hell is Pogs?
I have no idea.
Part of the concept for this one was that we were both like, remember like Pogs? That's something. And then we're like, let's not look it up until midway through the podcast. And then we'll be like, oh yeah. So I started with a very different picture of what Pogs were.
Yeah, I never actually looked them up the whole time. I did look up before we started just Pogs on the internet to see exactly how to say it right for when we did reveal what it was, and I saw something about milk caps, and I was like, oh, I can't look at any more of this. But that's where I was thinking Book of Eli, because milk caps would probably be around. You could probably do something with those.
They could be a currency if an apocalypse started in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm just looking through the pictures on Wikipedia. I've never seen these before in my life.
So it looks like this was, in the 90s. So before most of our times. I caught a few years at the tail end, but wasn't you know when babies are born and they're not sentient yet? I was still in that phase.
Can't relate.
When you haven't yet gained consciousness.
I was in sleep mode.
Pogs.
What are they made out of? Are they cardboard?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
So
Yeah.
here, I'll give you a little rundown from Wikipedia. So it's a game that's called Milk Caps, and it's a children's game played with flat circular cardboard milk caps. Players make a stack of these caps and take turns to drop a heavier slammer object onto it, causing the caps to be disrupted. And that's all you need to know. There's nothing more you need to know about it.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I think my
Um,
only frame of reference is Rick and Morty referenced it in one episode at one time, and I think Sydney explained what they are to me. But yeah, I don't really know. I don't know
I've
what these are.
yeah, I've only kind of heard them through cultural osmosis. Just just people will mention them, be like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing," and I'm like, "Yeah." I wasn't sure if they were in the '90s or early. I thought they were in the early 2000s, but
I did as well.
the Mighty Beans were cool.
Dude, Mighty Beans were sick.
we should have been reviewing the Mighty Beans because I like those. I know what those are.
Yeah,
You're
maybe
just
when
saying
you're
that because that's what you guessed.
maybe when you're the one deciding, you can come up with Mighty Beans.
Maybe next week you should guess. You should do Mighty Beans, and then I'll forget if I'm guessing next week. If Gaucho's guessing next week, I'm sure he'll forget.
No. Oh, dude, I looked up Mighty Beans, coolest beans ever on Google. Sick,
Wait,
dude.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
That sounds like a good ass time. Let me check that out.
Dude, there's some sick ones in here.
Mighty Beans, coolest beans ever you did?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I had some of these ones.
And then images.
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
yeah.
The glow in the dark fish bean. I remember that guy.
Do you remember the mega beans and then the real round ones?
The Mega
Oh my
Beans that was a
gosh,
boxer.
yes.
Oh shit, there's a local homie bean.
Dude, they got the
I want to
Spider
buy
Man.
some mega beans. Some mighty
Spider
beans.
Bean.
Mega
Spider
beans?
Bean.
Come on. Wait, beans moose? Whoa! Oh man. Let's get into Mighty Beans.
That is something
Mighty
we should
beans,
get into.
boy.
Yeah, that was a good one to make you guess, huh, Thane? Something that none of us really know what they are or how they work.
Yeah. So I guess none of us knew what we were reviewing.
I knew the name. Sorta.
And the name is pretty poggers.
Oh god. This
Where's the
fucking
Joseph
card.
Stalin mighty bean?
Yeah, for real. I cannot find a Che Guevara Mighty Bean.
I did see a O.J. Simpson Pog when I was looking through the pictures, which was pretty great.
Oh, they do. They do have a Che Guevara Mighty Bean.
Of course they do.
No, I'm lying to you.
Oh, it's out there.
It's
It's
out there now.
somewhere. Oh man, a bunch of Mighty Beans, but they're just the minions?
Dude,
Whoa.
let's make Mighty Beans themed AirPod cases.
Let's make
Whoa.
Start.
Mighty Beans chili.
Mighty Beans vapes.
Mighty
Those are
Beans
Jar
do
Jar
not
Binks.
vape. We'll save that for our other podcast. Does it vape?
Dude, Mighty Beans would hurt if you threw them at the back of Mom's head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
they
one would
would.
not be.
I
Like
don't know
Pogs
why
are
I
like
was
little
thinking
pieces
that.
of cardboard. Mighty Beans are like they got a little piece of metal in there and they're hard plastic. That would suck.
But they got little goofy faces on them.
I am like 90% certain that I have this glow in the dark fish bean. If you Google Mighty Beans coolest beans, go to images, the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth one is a little fish, and I'm like 90% certain that I had that.
That's Mighty Beans with a Z.
Yeah, with a Z.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, fuck Pogs, man. Mighty Beans is where it's at.
Mighty Beans is where it's at for real.
Was there a game you would play with them, or did you just had them?
I think it was kind of like Beyblades. You'd like race them down a track.
That's not like
And-
Beyblades, man.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. There was like a track that you would race them down. And I guess whichever one made it down first, or I don't really know. But like it was mostly just collecting and like looking at these cool, weird little guys.
Yeah, just some little freaks.
There's an
Oh.
albino bean. I think I remember that one.
I love the whenever toys are just little freaks.
I
Yeah,
love little
man.
freak toys.
Like the trolls.
The trolls, they got their big hair and their bare asses, the little pot bellies.
Did they have any clothing? Are they like Barbie? Now we're getting into the weeds. All right, we probably should wrap this up. Okay, awesome. Wow. Way to go. You guys stumped me. Good job.
That didn't really seem like a fair fight.
Yeah.
We'll do something meaner next time.
I got really hyped because I was like, I know what it is pretty early on, and I was pretty set in what it was, and then the whole time I was wrong. Awesome. Okay, great, wonderful. Thank you for
Cool.
joining us, everybody.
Thanks, everyone, you bastard sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Coming out with the aggression real strong here.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I think that was you,
Thank you.
Thane.
Then why'd you say that?
Yeah, that was me.
Thane,
Thank you for joining us. Shave your head.
Shave your head. Now, do it.
That's
You can
something.
send it.
Eat doorstops.
Eat doorstop. Take a bite.
And thank
Take a bite.
you,
Eat
thank you,
doorstops.
big thank you to D3 D3 for the.
What are
for
you?
the-
What are
for-
you saying there?
Hey
Thank-
man, theme
shout out-
song, huh?
Shout out to Detox with a 3 where the ego, Mr.
Oh.
Dead Tonight. He's
Oh,
on
yeah.
he's on music platforms. He did
Spelled
the theme song.
DEAD, the number 2 NITE. Look him up. He's real good. He did soundtrack for my short film, Sonder,
And sound and for this podcast.
and he did the sound for this. Oh, I do the sound for this. He did the theme song for this.
He did. He's all three of us. He's one and with us.
He lives with Garrett. He plays video games with me. He
And
sneaks
I-
into Gaucho's room when he's at work.
He kisses me on my cheek and my lips sometimes.
Mm.
Thanks,
All right.
everyone.
Everyone, take it easy. Don't drink and drive.
Don't
Remember
jump out of car
to
windows.
remember to check for bed bugs every once in a while.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed clowns bite.